You're the lawyer. You go first.
Oh, right. I won't speak about law today, and I don't practice law anymore, so I shouldn't be talking about law anyway. I think that the work that's here all relate to an event that occurred about now 5-6 years ago, and it was where I was actually working on the painting, which is in the back space, toward Black #1. It turned out to be the title, which I did afterwards. And I was looking carefully at it, and I don't know if it'll come up here, and if you all haven't seen it, take a look afterwards. Anyway, it's a painting, and I've been doing some paintings in that style for several years, especially my non-objective work. And I began to look at the areas where there were black hunks of area, and I noticed that what I had actually done was use a number of different blacks and grays, and I had color underneath the black. And I noticed there was a lot of activity there, and I thought, I need to try to make a painting that's essentially all black, but has a great deal of subtlety of color underneath, and exposed color, and then gray and various shades of black. So this painting here is part of that series. And it's a rather large painting, as you can see. I made several of those, and I've made now a total of 18 paintings, which are called Vision in Black, and they're numbered. And in addition to doing them in black, I began to realize that I should try and see whether I could make what I thought was happening in the black paintings happen in a variety of colors. So if you see right here, there's a red painting. That's mine too. And I've made them in blue. I've made them in blue and yellow, and a whole variety of brown, white, gray paintings. And in addition to that, I make prints, and I've made prints in the various colors too, and black, and white, and gray. So I guess that's really why, how that started. And I think I'm getting maybe to the end of this phase. I think I've got some ideas I have to work on that I'm really interested in, and yet I feel very pleased that I was able to put together all of those paintings and prints and drawings that have a real clear focus. Yes. Okay. I'm not sure what to say else. But I will say one thing. I heard about talking about water bottles, and frankly, in almost all my paintings, I will put the canvas on the floor, and then I will take watered down acrylic paint and get my hair blower out and use my hair blower to blow that around, and it makes the most wonderful wiggly lines that I think are imaginable. And if you look at much of my work, somewhere in it there'll be some of those wiggly lines. Also, I guess you said it, well, all of you were saying similar things, but Elsa, you hit a chord with me, because I believe that this effort to make these black paintings and the red painting was a real attempt to limit myself to starting off with a goal. I knew it was going to be a black painting, but to get there, I had total freedom to get there. So what I would do with this painting, for example, and just really all of them, I would put it on the wall. I'd take some yellow paint. I'd set out 6 or 7 different colors. I'd take wide brushes, narrow brushes, and I start painting and I go for it. And I very much agree with the notion that it's a conversation, or it's a reaction. I don't know where I'm going, but in all of these, this whole last 5 years, I have made a commitment to myself that it will end up being a black painting, a red painting, and so on. So in that sense, I feel, well, I'm getting ready. I know it already because I've been making some prints that aren't like that, and I'm very excited to go back to, well, I will again have certain important goals in the way I use the materials. And so that helps me. And I don't think that's an inhibition because it's so, the object in my mind to this whole process is to be able to express what's inside of me, end up going at it as ferociously and determined, in a determined manner. And I'll work and work and work until I feel that all of that energy, all of that color, all of that, whatever it is in some state of an equilibrium, which makes me feel finished and comfortable. And I do that, I have to do that. It's like a way to deal with the fact that life is very chaotic and very scary, and who knows what's going to happen. And I find this as a way to comfort myself. And having done it for a long time, I just love the process.